show me where it is that that hurts. Okay, just right there. Does it go down into your hand?
Yeah, sometimes like to this finger.
Okay, just to this finger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does it feel like in your hand if you had to describe it? Is it like a sharp pain? Is it numb? Is it tingly?
Probably like the same as my neck. So
Okay.
kind of like a dull.
Okay. Does it ever like go numb or feel like there's like pins and needles pressing in it or no?
No.
Okay. So what I want you to do for me first is I want you to look up to the ceiling as high as you can. Perfect. Can you look down towards your chest? See if you can get your chin to touch your chest. Do that again for me. Look all the way up. And then all the way back down. Any pain with that?
No.
Okay, go ahead and you can look straight at me. What I want you to do now is to look all the way over your right shoulder. And then I want you to look all the way over your left shoulder. Go ahead and look back to the middle. So what I want you to do this time, try to keep your shoulders still. I'm going to show you what you're doing just a little bit. It was a little bit of cheating, but it's what everyone does. I do it too. You're turning and then you're bringing your shoulder. So it's okay if you can't go all the way. It's okay, a lot of people do it. Try to keep your shoulders nice and still and just turn as far as you can. Good. Go ahead and come back to the middle. Go ahead and go the other direction. Any pain with that?
No.
What I want you to show me now, and no cheating on this one either, because a lot of people will bring their shoulder up, is I want you to bring your head down as far as you can to the side. You don't have to bring your shoulder, just as far as you can go. Come back to the middle. Go ahead to the other side. Any pain with that?
No. I just feel like stretching my neck.
Okay, stretches on either side. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of a measurement while you do a couple of those things again, just so I can get a number on them. First, what I'm going to have you do. Does it feel like your neck is tighter than it is when you do that without me moving your arm out to the side? Try it right now.
Yeah, a little.
It felt tighter. Okay. So I'm going to move your arm again. You can just keep your head in the middle for me.
Oh, that kind of hurts.
Where does it hurt? Right in there? Okay. Just... Do me a favor. Move your head a little bit over to that side again for me.
Like that?
Yes. And go ahead and relax. Come back to the middle. Did you feel it right there where you're normally feeling your discomfort? Was that painful?
I felt like a stretch.
Okay.
Yeah.
More of a stretch when your head was over to the side. Okay. Do me a favor. Go ahead and roll so you're on your belly for me. You can just relax for just a minute. I'm going to write one thing down. Like this. Don't let me press it down. Painful with that or just hard to keep it up?
Just hard.
Okay. What I'm going to have you do now is just like you did on the other arm. Just like this. If you want to scoot just a teensy bit that direction, I know you don't have much to scoot. Perfect. So bring your arm up just like this for me. Don't let me press it back. Don't let me press it forward. Very good. So I've got one more that I'm going to do on both arms that I didn't do on that one yet. What you're going to do is you're going to put your hand behind your back and lift it up just a little bit. So do this one first. Can you lift it up for me? So I'm going to try to pull it away. You keep it there. Good. Discomfort with that? Or just it feels funky because I asked you to twist your arm and put it behind your back?
Not really.
Okay. Show me the same thing for this arm. Perfect. I'm going to try to pull it away. Perfect. Let's go back over to this table.
That's it.
I think one more, but that's okay. Any pain with that? And you can do some good things on your own, but getting in to see someone where they can give you harder exercises when you're ready for it so you can really build that strength is what will make a difference in how that neck is feeling and how that arm is feeling. Does that make sense to you? So I'm gonna start by showing you an exercise. We'll actually go over to this bench right here, and I'll show you here. And I was gonna say, you're welcome to film this, or we'll certainly send you guys.
Okay.
So what we can do is give you, it's a printout, and then it connects. Do you have an iPhone?
Yeah.
So you can download an app on your phone, and it has a picture of the exercise. It will say how many times to do it for, and then it also has a video. It even has a timer for if it's something that you have to time yourself while you do. So let's come right over here. So I don't expect you to have one of these. So go nice and slow. When you get here, I want you to hold it for just one Mississippi, and then put it back down. So if you are having discomfort before you get to 15, let me know. Good. So when you get your arms all the way up there, I want you to be squeezing those shoulder blades together like there's something in between them that you're trying to pinch together. Good. You don't have to lift your arms up quite that far, just to about here, but really try to squeeze those shoulder blades. Just like that. Perfect. Liz, can I have you pull up Medbridge by chance?
So you have
You do.
cheese.
Yes. I'm gonna do Y's, T's, I's. And then I'm also gonna have her do some cervical flexion. I don't know what those exercises look like in Medbridge.
You have options, I'll show you.
So one thing I'm gonna change just a little bit, was that 15 already?
Yeah.
Okay. Do one more and I'm gonna show you one thing just a little bit differently. So bring those arms up. So I want you to aim to have your arms more right here and right here for this one versus letting them go back. Because I'm going to show you one, that's perfect. And you don't have to do another 15 right now, but I just wanted to make sure you know that. That looks good. How does that feel? Okay, good. Does it feel harder on one side than the other?
Not really.
Okay. And if it's more comfortable to have your head turned to one side or the other, you can do that. It doesn't look particularly comfortable how it is now. Liz, were you starting to ask me something about one of them? I'm sorry.
Not about one of them, but when she's not here because she's going to be leaving, where will she be doing these? Because if she only has a bed, sometimes I just make sure I keep them just one arm at a time off the edge of the bed.
Okay. I will show her that.
And then my picture and my words can be either. If she has a physio ball, she can like come on a physio ball and do it.
Okay.
There's a picture of that too. We just need to know what her steps.
Okay. Do you know the setup of are you going to be in a dorm room? Okay. So what Liz was mentioning, you don't have a big exercise ball, do you?
So if you've got one like this exercise, you can do on your knees. You can do it like that, or more difficult would be on your feet, and you can do it that way. But if you don't have any of that stuff, then we'll teach you how to do it off the edge of your bed.
Okay.
Was that 15 of these ones? So finish the set and then we'll go over to that table so I can show you them off the edge of the bed. But that looks good. Will you have a roommate at school?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know who yet. That's always fun. You never know what you're going to get. I'll tell you, I'm still friends with my freshman year of college roommate.
You'll either be like really good friends or like again after that.
My freshman year roommate was at my wedding, and then it was after my wedding we had a falling out. Now I haven't talked to. She's supposed to get pregnant.
Making a Y.
So, like this?
So what I actually want you to do, more of like a cheerleader move up top. Yes. So come closer to the edge so your your whole shoulder is hanging off. That'll make it easier, and then you're gonna go up like you're aiming for my hand. Go ahead. So bring it, don't have it so far forward, have it a little bit wider for me.
Like that?
Yes. And then back down.
That's the one thing.
Let me come over there and peek at what Medbridge has as far as. Oh, thank you. Yes. I'm thinking a sort of like a cervical. I want to have her do a chin test or cervical flexion in supine. Perfect. Just like that. Perfect. the in-camp last. You might have to remind me again.
I told her her job during this vows to not let us forget it.
It's the most important job.
I can put some patient education on here, some options, and I'm not gonna read this all to you, so I'm gonna tell you the ones that I think might be good. There's office posture, there's forward head posture. There are conditions, I think, about neck pain.
What was that?
Run.
Go ahead and flip to your something for me. I'm gonna look at this and I'll be right over to show you this. I figured it'll pop up if I walk away.
It did.
That's how it works.
So I was just really anxious about all the people watching.
Yes.
Actually gonna grab one more washcloth. So this one, I'm gonna show you where you can put a washcloth underneath your neck. So there's a big space in between your neck and the bed or a mat when you lay down. And the goal is to put this underneath it so that your head isn't a little bit further. Your head is not tilted back, if that makes sense. So go ahead and put your head down for me. I'm actually gonna roll this and put it underneath your neck. So lift up for me. Let's try that now. So that takes away that space. Do you feel that? So what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna tilt your chin down, tuck it into your chest. Perfect. So what I want you to do though is keep your head so it's on the table. Your head doesn't actually have to come up. You're just tilting your chin down. Like that. Is that hard to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to show you one more thing. So when you do that, you have these big muscles right here. Do you see how mine are popping out? So I want your muscles that are deep inside your neck against your spine to be doing the work. I don't want these big muscles to do the work. They can, when you're using them, your deeper muscles are not turning on, and we need those deep muscles to turn on and stabilize your neck. And so what you can do is actually put your hand right here on your neck. Lift your head straight up off the table. Do you feel that muscle popping out on your hand? I'm gonna move your hand just a little bit. You feel it even more right here. So go ahead and put your head back down. So keep your hand there so you can feel, and what I want you to do is to tuck your chin down, gently like that. Do you feel when that muscle starts to pop out? So if that muscle starts to pop out, I want you to relax. And then try again, see if you can do it gently enough that that muscle doesn't pop up. So yes, so that's better, and I'm going to move this just a little bit. So that's better. It's hard to do. So what I want you to do, the goal is for you to be able to tuck that chin and hold it for about 10 seconds without this big muscle popping up and being used. You might feel it turn on just a little bit, but see, don't do as far of a tuck. Just do a little bit of a tuck to where you don't feel that muscle. Keep tucking if you can. That muscle's not turning on yet. Keep tucking. Can you hold it right about there? Are you breathing while you hold it? Okay. You have to keep breathing. And then go ahead and relax. Good. So do that again for me. Good. So it's just a little bit of a nod. It's not a big, huge movement. You're not going to get your chin to your chest, but you're going to get just enough to activate these muscles that are deep inside your body, on your spine. You can go ahead and relax. So do that 3 more times and hold it for 10 seconds each time when you do it. So I think you've got it down, not turning on that muscle. You can move your hand if you want, but the next time you go to do this exercise when you're at home, and that's probably about 10 seconds, you can relax. When you're at home and you go to do this, I want you to initially remind yourself, okay, that's what this muscle feels like. You lay down, lift your head up, feel it. Okay, I shouldn't feel that. Keep your hand there for the first couple of times, and then once you have it, then you can move your hand, because it's kind of annoying to have your hand there. So do a couple more for me. Good. I don't see that muscle popping out. It's about 10. A slow 10. I'll even time you on this one, whenever you're ready. So I'll let you know when it's been 10. So this exercise may feel kind of silly and it may feel like you're not doing a lot, but you're really helping those neck muscles work, and you need those to stabilize your neck so your shoulder muscles don't have to kick in and do all the work. Go ahead and relax. How do you feel about that exercise? Do you feel like you know what you're doing? Okay. And we'll send you, it'll have a video of it, and I think your sister's got a pretty good video of it. So go ahead and sit up for me. You can sit on the edge of the table. Really big force. I'm gonna show you just like a gentle, you tilt it as far as you can and then pull. Do you feel a stretch with that? Where do you feel a stretch? Perfect. So you probably feel a little bit more of a stretch when you have that arm behind your back. You don't have to have it behind your back, but that'll help you feel a little bit more of a stretch. So go ahead and try it on the other side for me. So I think you probably were feeling a little bit more of a stretch the other direction because you're a little bit tighter on that side, is that right? I think it would still help you out to do the stretch on both sides. So I'm gonna show you one more stretch. You can go ahead and bring your head back to the middle. So this next one, you're gonna again put one arm behind your back. And then what you're gonna do is rotate and look like you're trying to look at that armpit. So you bring your chin, perfect, just like that. And you can tilt your head down a little bit more, just like that. And then I want you to take your hand on top of your head. You can pause and look at me if you want to. It's hard to do that while you do that. So you'll look down at your armpit, and you're gently going to use that hand to give just a little bit of pressure. Again, not a big pull, but just a little bit of pressure over to the side.
Like this?
Yes. And then use that hand, just a little bit of pressure. I'm going to move your hand just a little bit to change just a little bit where your force is. Just like that. Do you feel a stretch with that? Okay. Probably similar to the place that you felt the last one. Not painful though, just to stretch.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want you to pull stretches so much that you get a sharp pain. I do want you to feel a stretch, but not a sharp pain. Go ahead and try it on the other side. Yes, so like you're trying to look at your armpit. You're trying to look, did I get deodorant on my shirt today?
Right here?
Yes. Just a gentle pull. Do you feel a stretch with that as well? Okay. Liz, did you write on the sheets to hold for 30 seconds or did you fill in times? Perfect. So I'm not having you hold them for a very long time right now. I just want to make sure you know what to do. But on the sheet, it probably says 3 times for 30 seconds because you need to hold a stretch for at least 30 seconds. So research shows to get a change in the muscle length, which we're trying to make your muscles longer so they're not as tight, you need to hold it for at least a minute, up to 2 minutes. So you could do that for longer than 30 seconds in a row, or you can do it for 30 seconds, take a break, do it several times like that. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Do you have any questions about anything that you can think of right now? I'm even gonna let your sister ask questions if she has some, because she got the camera. She looks like she knows what she's doing. So my plan is to give you a handout. Did you hit print on that yet?
I'm about to.
Perfect.
It's loading. Just
Okay,
you carry
perfect.
on.
So she's gonna print that.
I'll wait.
I'm gonna give you a handout that has all of those exercises and then recommend that you follow up with someone once you get settled in at school. So if it's a little bit of time, but until then, doing those exercises daily, if you can, would be really good to help you out. What's your pain like at the moment?
Right now?
Is it the same as when you came in? Is it less? Is it more?
It's like less.
Okay, what would you say it is?
Like,
Okay, both the arm and the neck.
yeah, my neck doesn't really hurt at all. My arm.
The arm is the bothersome
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Right here.
So if you notice during the day that it is bothering you, you can do those stretches more than one time a day. Do them a couple of times a day. You're not going to overdo it on the stretches. Just be gentle, and more should only help you out.
So what exactly like is wrong? Do you know like what exactly is wrong? Or,
So
like,
she has a lot of tightness and weakness. And I
Oh,
think
okay.
that tightness and weakness is what's putting a little bit of pressure on that neck, but then also on the arm. I think the discomfort is from some tightness. But then also, so when I was stretching your arm a little bit, that's to check for any like tension in your nerves. So your nerves, they run through your body and that's how they connect to your muscles. So you can tell your hand when to open and close and you can have sensation, feel when something's hot or cold. But they have to run through other tissues. And sometimes they can get a little bit, not stuck, but a little bit adhesed through the tissues. And so I think that may be part of what's aggravating that nerve. And it runs right through here where you have all this tightness in your neck. So increasing the flexibility should help with that.
oh, okay.
Does that answer that? So this is my copy.
The very last page is the posture education.
Perfect. So this is Liz's card. So I'm only at this clinic for a couple more months, or a couple more weeks. So if you have any questions, Liz is the person to email. This is for the app. You download it, MedBridge Go. You can type in that code. That will tell you all of these exercises. So you have the paper, and then you have it on your phone. So there's no excuse to not do things. You can't lose it while you move. You're not going to lose your phone, right? Then this talks a little bit about posture and making sure that you're having nice and good posture while you're doing schoolwork, while you're sitting down, so that it's not getting aggravated. For you, one reason why you may have more pain when you're sitting is you may be sitting with a little bit of forward head, poor posture, which can create even more tightness and discomfort. So if you'll take a read through that. Any other questions you can think of?
How did you decide to become a physical therapist?
That's a great question. I hurt my ankle a lot as a kid, and that is what made me want to be a PT.
Wow.
I had to go to a lot of physical therapy from a lot of sprained ankles from soccer.
Wow.
So it's a fun job. I highly recommend it. If you don't like nutrition, that sounds like a really cool job, though.
You can like with the degree, like the degree that I get, like you can like you have all the prerequisites like to go to medical school.
Oh.
If you want after that.
That's awesome. Is that what you think you want to do, or?
I don't know. I mean, like I was thinking about physical therapy, like pediatric physical therapy, but I'm not sure.
You have lots of time to decide. So I thought I wanted to be a PT when I started college because of all my ankle injuries, and I knew about it. Then when I went to college, I changed my mind like 5 times. Like I was a social work major, and then I was a nursing major. I was like all kinds of different majors.
Wow.
And then my junior year, I actually shadowed a nurse at a hospital, and I was like, well, I definitely don't want to do that. But the PT came in the room while I was with the nurse, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So you have plenty of time. If you think you're interested in something, go out there and shadow so you can see what it's like. It's the only way you know. Yeah. It'll still be different than you think it would be. So. Perfect. So Abby is faithfully doing her job. So this is the last thing we have for you is a survey. So it's going to let you answer all the questions.
Bron, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I had 2 breakfasts this morning.
Shoot, got a survey.
This Chick-fil-A app keeps giving me free things.
I have a goodie at those.
You gotta go. I've gotten in the past 2 weeks at Chick-fil-A 2 breakfast things, a milkshake, and a sandwich. So I only got a breakfast sandwich this morning, of course. I don't understand why it keeps giving me.
This camera is kind of hard to operate, but you know, I'm figuring it out.
I mean, it's working. I always give my boyfriend a hard time because whenever he'll get like $5 off one out, and then he'll go spend $50. Like
What?
anytime he gets anything, he's like, I have to go. But now I'm like,
Is he
listen.
still in the liquid
Being
diet?
nosy.
No,
She's
he's
being
supposed to
nosy. She
be,
all up in
but
that business. She's supposed to be doing a survey.
so he got like a tear in his esophagus. He was supposed to not eat solids for weeks. All done with it? Cool.
He has sore throat, like thinking strep throat. No.
Let me make sure I got everything I need. So I didn't have her do. I want to make sure I have it right before I send her out.
We know for sure 99, so.
Because I don't know if that's just what I've been clicking with the emailing or.
Well, we know 99. We'll try this.
Okay.
Is that going good? She turned it up.
Okay.
Oh no! Does that say Lydia? I'm dead.